Hi, my name is Russell St. John. I currently serve as lead pastor at Twin Oaks Presbyterian Church in St. Louis, and I also help to teach homiletics at Covenant Theological Seminary. My paper for this year's EHS conference is entitled Measuring the Health of Preaching. The general gist behind the paper is this, that we often measure preaching by metrics associated with how we build a sermon. So, is the exegesis sound? Is it organized well? Does it carry forward the authorial intent of the passage? Does it carry forward the author's purpose in writing the text? Is it hermeneutically sound? Does it, we have all these boxes that we want students, I think rightly, to check. And then the way that we determine whether a sermon is healthy or not is, has the student in the sermon checked all those boxes? And if so, then it must be a healthy sermon. Or we think in terms of primarily of people understanding rightly. Have we taught rightly? Have we inculcated sound theology? Or have we made them conscious of their duty to do something that the Scripture tells them to do? These are the ways that we evaluate the health of preaching. But very rarely as a society, as a guild, have we, the EHS, looked at different types of outcomes, outcome-based strategies for evaluating the health of preaching. In other words, if preaching is really healthy, what will it do in the life of a congregation? What should you expect to happen if the congregation receives a steady diet of preaching? I don't think we've really ever asked that before, and so this paper attempts to ask that question and then attempts to answer it. And so my tentative answer is that the holiness of the church offers the best barometer by which to measure the health of preaching. So the paper basically walks us through evidence of that in the Old Testament, evidence of that in the New Testament, and then suggests if that's true, then it helps us by preventing us from using foolish or unhelpful measurements for the health of preaching, and also forces us into the position of being a little bit more patient and a little bit more circumspect in how we understand what a healthy preaching diet looks like. So I'm really eager to present this. I'm really eager to receive your feedback because I look at it as a collaborative process whereby we as a society will hopefully begin to think through what does it look like to measure preaching not by the inputs from the front end, hermeneutical, exegetical, literary inputs from the front end, but by the products it produces practically in the church at the tail end. So I invite you to read it and come prepared with good conversation and good questions, and I will see you at EHS.